It's Steve from Zayak Stamps and Collectibles with another episode of the Stamp Collecting Cat. Let's take a look at what Willow, the Stamp Collecting Cat, brought me today. It's part of a wrapper from a parcel and franked with more than 24 indicia clipped from Aerogrammes. So using indicia clipped from postal stationery, it's not valid in the United States. I really don't know if it's valid anywhere, but it's definitely not valid here. The person who mailed this was trying to save some money by cutting up old Aerogrammes, but actually the package should have been returned to them, or at least marked postage due. So at this point you might be wondering, what is an Aerogramme? Well, here's an Aerogramme. So what exactly is an Aerogramme? It's a lightweight, folded, gummed piece of paper you could write a message on. It's got the lines there for where you're supposed to fold it. And on the back, it's got gummed surfaces that you can lick and stick. Because the front often but not always included a printed stamp known as an indicia, you could drop it in the mail without the fuss of finding a separate envelope and stamp. But the best thing about the Aerogramme, it only cost 36 cents to mail in 1985. A really good savings compared to the 44 cents for a regular airmail letter. The first Aerogramme was put into use in Iraq in 1933. It was embossed with the effigy of King Faisal I of Iraq. The lightweight Aerogramme really rose to prominence during World War II, when the weight carried by planes was a major concern for the war effort. The big rule with Aerogrammes was that nothing could be enclosed inside. If anything was added, it was treated as a regular letter. One of the fun things about collecting Aerogrammes is you get to see the message inside. Now, I happen to know Rick, the guy this letter was addressed to, and this person wasn't asking for a Zeppelin stamp catalog. They were asking for a Led Zeppelin catalog. You know, other Aerogrammes might even contain a personal message, like this one. A couple of kids chatting about their holidays and how bad off they had it. Or it could be something like an advertisement, like this formula letter from Hong Kong. They're selling suits in high fashion. Aerogrammes have been printed by many countries, if not most. Some have cachets and photos printed on the back. Others are plain. Some have indicium, and others, called formular, require a stamp. But to learn more about Aerogrammes, I suggest you visit the United Postal Stationery Society website or check out one of the catalogs that are mentioned in the captions below. The downside of collecting Aerogrammes is they're flimsy. They're made out of thin paper. They get easily damaged, and a lot of times that's why you find them like this. Bent up, back torn off, really just in terrible condition. I've seen them completely crumpled. But that's probably why somebody decided to do this. They had a bunch of destroyed Aerogrammes, and they decided to make some use of them by putting them on a package. It shouldn't have got there, but it did. And now we have a nice piece of philatelic history. So thanks for watching. If you like this, give us a thumbs up, and remember to follow us.